Everton arrive on the south coast, boosted by that first victory since the return of David Moyes to the club. And the new manager's task now is to get them winning on the road again. Only one away victory so far this season, and that is something Everton are desperately seeking to improve upon. Today they face a Brighton side who've rediscovered their form since losing to Crystal Palace here on the 15th of December. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games in all competitions and fresh from last weekend's 3-1 win at Manchester United. No surprise to see Everton unchanged following last week's win over Tottenham. James Garner, though, is back in the squad and on the bench, having not played since early October. Final check of the watch. Off we go for David Moyes' 700th game as a Premier League manager, taking charge of Everton for the 3rd time since his return to the club, and Everton looking to avenge that opening day 3-0 defeat at home to Brighton. In fact, there hasn't been a home win in this league fixture in any of the last 8 meetings, so can Everton maintain that and get the points here on the south coast? Down the left-hand side and into the penalty area, Tariq Lamptey, and putting it across the face of goal dangerously. Flicked away from Calvert-Lewin. Here's Lewis Dunk now for Brighton. Play just halted for a little bit of concern for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He's holding his hamstring there by the looks of it, which is not a good sign. What a sorry sight that is after he was back with a goal last weekend, his first in 17 matches. And Beto will be his replacement. Really, really unfortunate for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Here is Beto, his first real involvement, couldn't control, and my word, Everton have got a corner out of this. Confusion between Belieber and the goalkeeper Verbruggen. After Beto's touch took it into the path of Carlos Belieber. Look at this. I think Verbruggen wanted to clear it, thought it would have been classed as a back pass, which it probably would have, but Belieber wouldn't get out of the way. Mangala for Branthwaite. Decore. Long. Mikalenko will chase. Veltman goes down, and that should be an Everton corner. Well, Tarkowski is having his say. Was it a handball? It was. Joel Veltman will feel he was pushed, but the ball coming off his hand and putting it behind, and that was the appeal from those Everton players. Everton may have an opportunity from the spot. It looks the case. Everton have a penalty. Handball against the Dutch defender Iliman Ndiaye from the penalty spot. Steps up here for Everton. Everton's leading goal scorer this season from 12 yards to put Everton in front, and he has done just that. Squeezed home. The goalkeeper went the right way, but could not deny Iliman and Dye for Everton, who lead here on the south coast. Perfectly placed into the corner of the Brighton net. Calmly done by Iliman and Dye. Well placed into the corner. The keeper at full stretch. Not going to save that. Finding the corner of the net. And Iliman and Dye celebrates. It's the first shot on target in the game. It's enough to put Everton in front on the south coast. In fact, that is half-time at the Amex. Well, it was turning out to be a thoroughly forgettable opening period up until the 40th minute incident that saw VAR get involved and award Everton the penalty following Veltman's handball. Iliman and Dye stepped up and stroked home superbly from the penalty spot. It is the only shot on target in the game, but Everton have the advantage, and that is the most important aspect. At half-time, it is Brighton 0, Everton 1. Veltman's ball is a decent one for Mitoma. Mitoma's trying to curl one. Well, he did curl it, but wide of the post. The Japan international looking to score in his last 3 games. Scored in his last 2. Was looking for another and curled that one just wide. Tariq Lamptey decides to take on Iliman and Dye. He's delivered a ball in which Pickford doesn't quite deal with, and João Pedro has a crack at goal, and Pickford makes sure he helps it over to give Brighton the corner. Pickford was going for the cross initially here, just got a touch on it, so did O'Brien. They've got to defend this Brighton corner. Away as far as Baliba, who rattled it towards goal. He certainly struck that well. He feels it was on target, but for the intervention, it was very, very well struck by Carlos Baliba. So Nathan Patterson is coming on for Jasper Lindstrom here. Lindstrom making his way off the pitch, and Nathan Patterson is his replacement. Flicked on towards Beto. And it might just break his way now. Beto inside the penalty area, drills one goalwards and wide. Powered towards goal by Beto. And that left boot eventually firing the shot wide of the Bruggen's goal. Job done. David Moyes celebrates his 700th match in charge as a Premier League manager with a big 3 points on the road. It's only Everton's second away victory of the season, and it's only Brighton's second home defeat of the campaign. David Moyes is back. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. It was the youngest Premier League manager against the oldest today in the Premier League. And it's the wise old head of David Moyes that's come out on top. Players having to be separated here at the final whistle. It's all kicked off following referee Tim Robinson's final blow of the whistle. But Everton defended brilliantly, and they defended the final 10 minutes plus the stoppage time period with 10 men because they had used all their substitution slots after Orel Mangala went off injured, and the 10 men did the job brilliantly. Defensively, Everton were sound today. It's a clean sheet for the Blues, it's a win for the Blues, and they can celebrate with the travelling Evertonians. David Moyes back in charge and doing a very good job indeed. Iliman Ndiaye's penalty in the 42nd minute awarded for handball via a VAR review against Joel Veltman. Everton's only shot on target in the game, but does that matter? Not a jot, because the important stat reads Brighton 0, Everton 1.